Hi, my name is Erin Brath, as you all may know. I am the purchasing assistant at Fischer USA. It has been my goal over the past few months to look into reasons why we want to extend our building east versus west. Before jumping into the presentation itself, I wanted to thank you all for coming here tonight to listen to my reasoning for the expansion. I wanted to give a brief history of Fischer USA. Before becoming Fischer USA Incorporated, we were known as Precise Products Corporation. We were established in 1941 by Helmut Schumann. While presenting a new company, Precise Corporation, he was also introducing a new hand grinder. This hand grinder was called the Super 30. The Super 30 allowed for a more precise grinding than previous models. In 1948, the first precise spindle is also introduced. This spindle allowed speeds of 45,000 RPMs. The new design allowed it to serve as an auxiliary grinder and cutter holding spindle on conventional machine tools such as lathes, millers, and surface grinders. In 1963, the Super 65 spindle is introduced. This spindle moved from handheld spindles to ones that were mounted on machines. In 1968, Precise is sold to Rockwell International. This sale brought together Rockwell Tooling Division and Precise Products Corporation. Rockwell International was a manufacturing company involved in several industries such as the aerospace industry. In 1975, a private owner buys Precise Products Corporation. This brought Precise Products Corporation to an individual business once again. In 1985, the lifetime and velocity of the spindles are improved by utilizing hybrid ceramic ball bearings. This type of bearing required less maintenance, bringing the cost down. They also could function at lower temps, which allowed the grease that is used with these bearings to be lengthened. In 1991, a new product line is introduced called the HSK version E. This new tool interface allowed higher speeds for its spindles. In 1998, a new synchronous motor technology is also introduced to increase power density of compact spindles. Synchronous technology helped to increase productivity of the spindle by converting AC energy more efficiently. In 2000, Precise adds to its building by expanding 10,000 square feet. This was due to the continued growth in business. In 2006, Precise Products Corporation and Fischer AG spindles merge. This creates a new logo and a new company name. We are converted to Fischer Precise USA. This merger also brought forth the merger between Fischer USA Incorporated that was in Minnesota to move to Racine and combine with its plant. Also from this merger, we gained a valuable asset which we still have today in the form of our VP of Sales and Marketing. In 2008, Fischer Precise renovates its assembly and disassembly departments. This allowed for a more efficient production process. In 2012, Fischer Precise becomes an official sales and service associate of Tronic Milling Heads. This allowed for another capacity and growth at Fischer. In 2014, Fischer Precise USA changed its logo and its name once again. Here is where we become Fischer USA Incorporated. This also changes our logo, which allowed for a more unified look throughout the Fischer Spindle Group. In 2016, Fischer USA celebrates its 75th anniversary. Through this celebration, we were open to the public, which allowed the public to come in to see what we can do. Now, our goal for 2017 is to take our current building. Currently, our employees are 63 in total. We will be looking for an additional 20 employees over the next few years. Of the 63, 40 work in the shop area, which is where the additional space is needed. Moving east for us will be more cost-effective, less complex, and maintains efficiency in the production process. We also only require 0.75 acres to complete this 10,000 square foot expansion. The cons to this project is that it requires many steps in the approvals to purchase the parklands. It also requires taking down trees that have been in the park for hundreds of years. Pierce Woods is the parkland that lies to the east of us. It was named after Joshua Pierce. He was born in Steuben County, New York on September 15, 1814. In 1841, he marries Catherine Hayden and moves to Racine, Wisconsin. From 1860 to 1861, he builds his large home at 2800 Taylor Avenue, which is still in existence today. He was known as a hardworking farmer, a member of the Old Settlers Society of Racine, and was involved in the road layout of Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin. He was also the road commissioner there for several years. Before his death, he was able to procure 200 acres of land, and on December 20th, 1904, he died a prominent figure of Racine. His estate was left in the hands of his 6 children that succeeded him. Pierce Woods currently is visited by many creatures throughout the seasonal year. These creatures can include, but are not limited to, rabbits, squirrels, possums, chipmunks, raccoons, great horned owls, screech owls, red-tailed hawks, Cooper hawks, spiders, butterflies, dragonflies, bats, bluebirds, orioles, and many other migrating birds. They are also visited frequently by walkers, runners, children, and bicyclists. The artificial features of Pierce Woods include a playground for families in the surrounding neighborhood, a pavilion for hosting parties, and an asphalt trail for walkers. Pierce Woods is the parkland that lies to the east of us. It was named after Joshua Pierce. He was born in Steuben County, New York on September 15, 1814. In 1841, he marries Catherine Hayden and moves to Racine, Wisconsin. From 1860 to 1861, he builds his large home at 2800 Taylor Avenue, which is still in existence today. He was known as a hardworking farmer, a member of the Old Settlers Society of Racine, and was involved in the road layout of Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin. He was also the road commissioner there for several years. Before his death, he was able to procure 200 acres of land, and on December 20th, 1904, he died a prominent figure of Racine. His estate was left in the hands of his 6 children that succeeded him. Pierce Woods currently is visited by many creatures throughout the seasonal year. These creatures can include, but are not limited to, rabbits, squirrels, possums, chipmunks, raccoons, great horned owls, screech owls, red-tailed hawks, Cooper hawks, spiders, butterflies, dragonflies, bats, bluebirds, orioles, and many other migrating birds. They are also visited frequently by walkers, runners, children, and bicyclists. The artificial features of Pierce Woods include a playground for families in the surrounding neighborhood, a pavilion for hosting parties, and an asphalt trail for walkers, runners, and bicyclists. Gaining the space to grow efficiently in the spindle manufacturing and repair business is not the only benefit that can happen from this merger. Pierce Woods can also benefit from this merger in ways that were unknown to me until this project. Creating a sign, for starters, is one of the benefits that could happen for Pierce Woods from this merger. There is no sign currently to state what the name of the park is or who even established it. Another benefit that could happen is the donation of equipment. Currently, the playground Another way that Pierce Woods could benefit from this merger is by donating money to the Parks and Recreation Department. This would allow that department to keep maintenance in the park. It is my recommendation that the City of Racine approve the purchase of 0.75 acres of Pierce Woods to Fischer, USA. Again, thank you for attending this presentation. And now I ask if there are any questions or comments in regards to this presentation. Yes?
Where do you foresee the most growth at Fischer?
I see the most growth happening in our third-party repair spindle business. That is because our repairs and opportunities there are endless, and yeah. Does that answer your question? Okay.
If this proposal passes, when do you plan on building?
Our plan would be to build in July.
How does moving east rather than west maintain efficiency?
Currently, our shop is set up to move from shipping and receiving to our disassembly department to our machine shop or our assembly department, and then back to test, and then back through the shipping and receiving doors. Moving west would put our shipping and receiving department in the middle of the production process. So moving east